Hi, welcome to Project Smile Ireland Delphi Panel Consensus Meeting. This is the final step of the Delphi process. To summarise the process so far, 6 months ago we asked a simple question. What should dental services for people with disabilities in Ireland be like? 48 experts gave 351 responses. These 351 responses were reviewed and at their core, 83 items were developed. These 83 items were sent to the group for review based on a 5-point scoring scale from no priority to top priority. This process was repeated, giving the researchers an accurate level of priority and agreement according to the group. These 83 items were then grouped by theme, creating 18 themes. These 18 themes will be presented to you today as core statements, where the themes are in agreement, or core questions, where there are themes where agreement has not been possible given the items which build each theme. Today we will gain consensus through the following process. Firstly, we will review the consensus on core statements and questions. Then we review these 18 statements and questions to see if we agree with the level of priority given to each of these. Finally, we will look at upcoming events in Project Smile Ireland. The first item is to ask, do we agree that the statement accurately captures the items that belong to the theme from which the statement is developed? Then, the prioritization will ask, do we agree that the statement deserves a level of priority given to it through the Delphi process? The process for today is slightly complex, given that many of us are sitting around a table in the Dublin Dental University Hospital, and some of us are online through accessing this meeting through webinar. The webinar will allow individuals from multiple places to contribute to the meeting, either through speech or through our chat function. Because this process is a little bit more complex than normal, we must have a few rules and hints. Firstly, if you want to speak, please advise a moderator. This goes for people accessing through the webinar and here in the meeting room. Secondly, only one person speaking at a time, please, because it's very easy to become confused and to get voices lost. Thirdly, please speak clearly towards the microphone, whether you are here or on the other side of the internet. If you are accessing through the webinar, you can also use the chat function, and this can be relayed to our moderators. Everyone should have received a booklet also. This booklet has two sets of tables. The first table, given on the left-hand side of your screen as you look at it, reviews the 18 key statements and questions. The table sets on the right-hand side of the screen that you look at examines each of these statements in closer detail, including the items which have been included within this to create the statement. We will look at the first item now as an example. This is the highest most ranking item which has been created. This statement says, there is a need for awareness of the importance of oral health among people, their families, carers and health professionals. As we can see in the first column, there are two items which have been developed to create the statement. These are that carers and people with disabilities should be aware of the importance of oral health, and all professionals should be aware of the importance of oral health for people with disabilities. These had a mean ranking of second and third place from the 83 items that were originally created. The agreement was 100% on these, that these are top priority items. At this point, I would ask the group to agree. Does the statement reflect the items which have been built into it? If so, we can then move to statement 2. Remember, we will be reviewing all 18 statements at the end to review the level of priority. We wait until the end to do this because it's important that we consider the relative priority of statements to give an accurate outcome. Thank you for listening to this short introduction. I'll now pass over to myself, who is going to go through the first 6 items of the 18 statements to develop consensus.